where did you come from and how did you get to where you are now?
Yeah, so I was actually thinking about this a little before. It's crazy. We've only known each other about 6 months, and it seems a lot longer with all that we've done. But yeah, after high school, went to college, had zero plan. High school was terrible for me.
I would have never been able to go to school.
After 2 years, I woke up one day, probably hungover and depressed, and for whatever reason, I knew I needed to get my life on track and put my information on a military website. Knew nothing about the military, didn't really have any family background, and recruiters started reaching out to me. Marine Corps recruiter was number 2, I think, and that kind of started it. I thought joining the military would kind of turn me into who I wanted to be. Little did I know, I got to my first duty station in North Carolina, made the same friends who still like to drink and do all that stuff, but we just knew how to work hard with the hangover, basically. So by end of my 4 years was coming to an end, and I needed to decide what I was going to do, put in a re-enlistment package, and orders came back my package came back approved with orders to Hawaii. And I knew I couldn't pass up that opportunity. Went out to Hawaii, and my first day I was out there, I got quarantined. COVID had just started. I was the first Marine in my unit to get quarantined in the barracks, 14 days. They would bring you 3 meals a day, no sunlight, like it was terrible. So I had all this time on my hands, and I just started looking into stuff, started looking into the stock market and real estate. And that was kind of the first time I had ever thought about real estate. And that kind of started the idea of it.